greetings, wonderful well-being. Oh yeah, you see them back there? They just hit a huge wave on that kayak. Oh snap, yeah, the waves is kicking over here. But what's good, guys? I'm Key. Welcome back to the channel. And I get a lot of questions since I posted that last video, which is how. That's the main question. How'd you do it? I want to just clarify. My ticket, my one-way ticket here was $500, and I came with $500. So yeah, walking on the beach. This beautiful island, man. So beautiful out here. It's so beautiful. So yeah, the answer to that though, the answer to how is faith, trust, that I will be provided for, that I will be taken care of my entire journey. And like I said in my last video, there's definitely fears, you know, still, but I'm having to walk through them, you know, to just continue to have faith over fear, and walking like I talk, you feel me? So the theme lately that has come up for me is well, like I was saying in my last video, it's really about, you know, connecting with people, which I feel like I'm getting good at it. And that's pretty big coming from me, because like I was saying, I'm a projector. I project my fears onto other people, and that had caused me to live a life of complete fear, completely being stuck, completely not making any moves in my life just because of fear and the things that I was projecting onto the world. If you think the world is a horrible place, it's gonna be a horrible place. That's just real. And it's crazy because we grew up in so much fear. It's kind of hard to not believe in fear, you know? But that's what we're doing. Most of us believe in fear, and that's why it's hard to see anything turning out well, or you know, there's always, even if you have a dream, you probably have some fearful thoughts and fearful obstacles that you might have in the way, which, like I'm saying, it's only in your mind. So you will encounter them, especially because they're in your mind. But if you put faith over fear and just continue to walk through them, walk through those fears, especially if you want to, what's that saying? You know, like David, is it David? Nah, Daniel in the lion's den. You walk through the fear, you walk up to the fear, and it's like the lion. You think it's scary until you walk up to it and realize, oh, you're not so scary. And the only real thing that keeps that fear in our mind is ourselves, is like still believing in it. Even if that lion is right up next to you, if you still like, oh shit, this lion is about to eat me, it's probably gonna eat you. It's probably gonna, you know? But if you like, I got this, you know? I trust that I'm good, you know? And this just goes for every obstacle in your life. Every freaking obstacle, like I'm telling you. And I wanted to give an example. Like, I've been meeting people here, and man, I see why people say you gotta travel. You gotta travel, and you gotta meet people, and you gotta see the world. And it's not like what we think it is. We think it's this fearful place. We think it's so scary, and people are out here to get us and shit. Like, that's how most of us think, especially us that hasn't been nowhere, who hasn't got out to see the world, who hasn't tried anything, who, you know, is in this bubble of fear our whole lives, you know? So like connecting with people, that's been one. And it's actually been a theme. It's been a pattern. Like I said, it's been a pattern. I've been meeting groups of people. I've been meeting communities. Because after I came back from Austin, Texas, when I was sleeping in my car in 2018. When I came back, I felt like I was ready to open my heart to like community and group and getting to know people. So when I came back, I was open, you know, and I started attracting people. Like, the universe brought me what I wanted. Like, I was open to meeting people, connections with communities, and literally soon as I started meeting communities, that fear came back up. It was like I walked up to the lion, But then I kept that fear in my mind that it's still scary. And so it was. And I ended up walking away from it. I ended up not standing in faith and keep going and try to, you know, be loving and be a part of the community and like still love people. I turned around. I was like, nah, y'all crazy. I started judging. I can't fuck with you because of this. I can't fuck with you because of that. I just started judging, you know? So it turned me around. And I'm telling you, it's been like loops of that. It's been loops of that when it comes to friendships, family, relationships, everything, romantic, all that. So like, definitely in romantic relationships, like that's huge, man. Like, I remember I met this like guy, right? No, this has happened many times. No cap, this has happened many times. Even, especially like after that Austin trip, I feel like I was open. Like I went to Austin, I opened my heart. That was the plan. It was a spiritual journey to open up to let go of fear, release fear, right? And it's like you can open up, and this is what I'm realizing. You can open up. This is what happened to me. I opened up many times and closed back up because the fear just came back to close me right back up. And I didn't stay open. I didn't keep walking in faith and trust. I just kept giving in to the fear. So like in Austin, I met, you know, a guy like right after, I think I told this story when I got back from Austin, but like those stories that are just too good to be true. And it's crazy too, because it's like it be shit that I asked for, it be shit that I manifested, and then it gets here and I be like, hold the fucking phone. Like I'm like become really fucking scared of something I asked the universe for. It's like when you ask the universe for something, you gotta be ready for it and to receive it. And there's gonna be fears, especially if it's something that you're not used to, especially if you don't feel like you deserve it, or if you just feel still in a fear consciousness and you're letting fear control your life. You're gonna end up self-sabotaging. You're gonna end up like that's what I've done so many times, self-sabotage because of fear, because of not trusting and believing that I can have great things, that I can have great relationships and a great life and everything my heart really desires, all these things, because of fear. And so like, yeah, it has been guys that I've met that I asked for, you know, and they were too good to be true. That's the thing. When something felt too good to be true, and it's like our power, our magic, we could test it. We test our magic, right? That was me. I was like testing my magic, and that shit was working, and I was like, oh shit, this ain't real. And then I would get scared, like especially meeting people that I feel like, damn, this is just too good to be true. Even in Austin, like, and I'm here in fucking Hawaii now, and it feels the same, yes. But even when I was in Austin, I was like, yo, this is fucking too good to be true. Like, I feel too fucking free out here. And a part of me was like, I don't deserve this freedom. Like, something bad is gonna happen. Like, oh shit, oh shit. And it's just fear, man. I'm telling you, it's just consciousness. It's just a fear consciousness. But if you continue to have faith over fear and live and just keep walking through the fear, and like I was saying, I'm all over the place, but back to the relationships thing. Like, that's a big one for me, because it's like, I always allow fear to sabotage relationships. Always. Usually, you know, in the past. Just, I'll be like, do I really want this? Or this is too good to be true. Like, nah. Or like literally feeling feelings like somebody's out to get me. And I've heard about like people having like bad trips and stuff. I was talking to someone recently about having and they were telling me about having a bad trip. I've never had a bad trip, so I don't know how the experience is, but them telling me about it made me like resonate with it. And I was like, I've had bad trips on no drugs. and it was really mind-blowing and eye-opening for me, because it's like, I bet drugs, when you're on the drug, it probably intensifies the fears, but I've had fear without drugs. Like, I've had thoughts of like, yo, these people are out to get me. Like, who the fuck? Like, CIA, FBI. like really having these thoughts, like, somebody's watching me. Like, somebody sent this particular person or these particular people to come fuck with me, and they're watching me. Like, shit like that. Like, real ass fears, man. And I have to continually fucking stop that shit, because I realize I've been in a pattern, and it's not real. It's not real unless I believe it to be real, unless I believe it to be true. Like yesterday, I met some people here. We went out to the beach. 3 people. I don't know. Like anybody you meet, you don't know them when you first meet them. That's how a relationship starts. You have to start off with a stranger to actually get to know a stranger, get to know people. Everybody starts off as a stranger. Every friend starts off as a stranger. So it's like, if you're scared of meeting strangers, you're scared of making any type of relationship. But anyway, so I went to the beach, and we chilled and stuff. And of course, man, all these thoughts, judgments coming up, me projecting onto people, me, you know, even if they might have, like, you know, thoughts of fear, it's not about them. It's about you and standing in your faith and your trust. And I'm like, I became more aware of it this time. I'm sitting there, and with these fears and thoughts that are coming up, like, oh shit, I'm in Hawaii, like, I don't know these people, like, oh my fucking God. Instead of, like, giving in to the fear, I just let the thoughts pass. Instead of attaching to them, I let the thoughts pass. And everything that my mind was telling me in that fearful place was a fucking lie. They were fucking great people, and we had a fucking great time. Like, and I'm not gonna even sit up here and say some people are just, you gotta watch out. I'm not living my life like that. If I feel at any moment where it's just so scary, I need to back out, I will do it, because I've done it before. But that's not the point anymore. The point is for me to keep walking through the faith, you know? And I don't know if it's like, I feel like if I trust myself, I'll really know if it's something I can't fuck with and I'm not supposed to be fucking with, you know? But most of the time, it's really fear that's making us not fuck with people, or like project things onto people, and then we end up being scared of them, or not fucking with them, or not, you know, taking the opportunity to fucking hang out or go there with them or whatever, because we have our own fears of people taking advantage. That's something too, man. And I realized I've grown up feeling very just scared of everything, and then feeling like people will take my kindness for weakness, right? A lot of us say that. A lot of us feel like, you know, if you're too nice, some people will take your kindness for weakness. And so a lot of us rather not fuck with people because they feel like people just gonna take advantage. And that's where being yourself comes into play. Actually having boundaries. If you don't feel comfortable doing something, don't do it, you know? And you'll be able to connect with people more, because you'll be like, yeah, I'll go with you here. But then they be like, oh, well, let's go here now. If you don't want to fucking go, don't go. Like, it's about asserting your boundaries. It's not about being, you know, saying yes to everything if you don't want to, you know? It's about asserting boundaries. And that's why it makes me feel more confident in saying yes and hanging out and meeting new people. Because I feel a confidence that if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. You know, it's about asserting yourself. And a lot of people feel like asserting yourself and saying no is like being mean, but it's not. That's just being yourself, especially if you don't want to do something. Like, that's just being yourself. And for me, I was stuck in that a lot. I was like a really passive person, and I just wanted to do, like, be this nice person, be nice all the time. But if it's something that I'm not fucking with, or I'm so used to like watching my words and not being, you know, too like hard, or you know, I just really just being considerate of people's feelings and not hurting them. But when you realize, especially if you're not trying to come from a hurtful place, like, you can just be yourself. You can joke, you can be a dick sometimes, and you'll still be like completely happy and lovable. if you're being yourself, you know? And people will still fuck with you, and you can still attract good things. Like, and it's not really being a dick. It's just, I mean, some people might say that you're being a dick, but you might not be, especially if you believe that you're just being yourself, and just be yourself, you know? So yeah, that was pretty much, I just want to make a short video today. That's pretty much it, man. There's gonna be more videos of themes that are happening in my life right now, and one theme is definitely fear. This was just one that I'm gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about money next. We're gonna talk about money, but yeah, I'm gonna just end this video here, or maybe not. It just depends on how I feel that day. But today's fucking great, and I just felt like putting that out there, because a lot of us are living in fear, man. A lot of us, man. And even like I said, it's like manifest higher. Manifest higher. Keep manifesting. Keep believing that you can manifest higher. It's like, this is a fucking dream right now. A dream. A manifestation that happened. It's here. I can touch it. Real fucking life. Real fucking life, right? And since I got here, it's been like, fear has been coming up, and I'm like, well, I didn't get here based on fear, so I'm not gonna get to the next place based on fear. I gotta keep standing on faith the whole way. So yeah, manifest higher. That's what it's all about. Manifest higher, you know, and appreciate where you are. Appreciate wherever that is you are, because most of the things that we have right now, we prayed for one. We prayed for it. Even like when I was back in my apartment and stuff, I prayed for that. I prayed to have my own crib, like be taking care of myself, and I got it. But then I want, you know, it's like, it's kind of like my aura just was ready for something else, ready to take that next leap of faith into manifesting something higher. And then now I'm here. I'm happy that I'm here, and that's how I felt in my apartment. I felt so grateful, so happy. I was thankful for where I am, where I was. Like, seriously, so grateful. And I even kept saying that before I left. I'm like, damn, why am I leaving? Because I'm so thankful. I love my place. I love my neighborhood. I love my state. I love it. I love my city. Like, I loved it there. But it's like, I wanted to step out on that next level, manifest higher. Because it's like, there's more things that I want that I don't believe that I can get. Like my ego and the fearful, and the fearful one doesn't believe that I can get. And that's why I want to just keep walking in faith and walking in light and proving that I can get the next manifestation. I can manifest higher, even though I love this. I appreciate this. I love where I am. I appreciate where I am. I'm so thankful, and I'm still gonna manifest higher and keep walking in faith and just letting it flow, man. Walking in flow. But that's it, you guys. We got birds flying around. Got waves coming in. That's it though. You guys fuck with me though. You guys fuck with me though on my website. It's gonna be in the description. Anybody who just want to talk, man, I'm willing to fucking talk. Let's talk, man. And check me out. Like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? Comment. Let me know. Just whatever, you know. Let's kick it and let's manifest higher. Walk through these trials and tribulations. Walk through this fire and keep going. You feel me? And that's all, folks. You already know. We winning wellness. Put your crowns on and keep your crowns on, because we winning, you dig? And I'll catch you guys later. You guys take care. Manifest higher. Peace.